While we've got our eye on local elections, it's the same for reporters all across the country, including in Arizona's Maricopa County, which could help decide the election.
Yeah, that's why earlier we sat down with KPNX, our sister station in Phoenix, to find out what the atmosphere is like in a swing state.
Plus, there's a Quad City connection in one of Arizona's biggest races. New tonight here on The Current.
We are joined by Bram Resnick with KPNX down in Phoenix. Thank you so much for being here with us.
My pleasure.
Is this typical for you, or put this into context for our viewers up here up north? Has Arizona always been a presidential swing state? Is this a new phenomenon for you to cover?
This is brand new. Started about 2018, really took off in 2020, and now in 2024, you can't not see TV ads when you're even streaming TV. It is everywhere. We've seen the candidates over and over here in Arizona. We are truly a swing state, although, you look at the polling, and we might be in the second tier of the 7 swing states. Arizona might be less of a sure thing, if you can call a toss-up a sure thing, than the other states are, but still significant, still definitely on the map as a swing state. And in fact, you can argue it's really a swing county. Maricopa, I live in Maricopa County. That's where Phoenix is. 3 million people. A lot of voters here, and in 2020, Maricopa basically decided the election for Joe Biden. He won the White House in part thanks to winning the vote in Maricopa County. He was the first Democrat to win the vote, presidential vote, in Maricopa County since 1948.
What is the atmosphere that you have seen around early voting locations with poll workers that you've talked to, with this being such an intense year for Arizona politics?
I think the way you measure it right now is the ground game. I've never seen a canvassing effort like this before. Democratic voters are fired up in a way I've never seen them before. You mentioned Iowa. One of the things we do have in common is we have abortion is a huge issue here, abortion rights, and we have an initiative on the ballot that would enshrine abortion rights in the Arizona Constitution. That is firing up Democratic as well as other voters, women in particular, to get out to the polls. On the Republican side, their get out the vote effort is a little more shrouded. They're not doing things the way they did in the past. It's not being run by the Republican Party. It's being kind of outsourced to a group called Turning Point USA, which is based here. Don't know how many doors they've knocked on, how many people they have out there doing it. So that's something that could show up in the results on Election Day.
And speaking of results, you have a very close Senate race happening right now. And this is a name that people in our area would recognize. Carrie Lake is on the ballot for the Republican side. She, of course, went to high school in Eldridge, worked at a few of the TV stations in the Quad Cities. Give us an update on how that race is going.
So far, the polling shows Ruben Gallego, a 4-term congressman from South Phoenix, not especially well known statewide before this race. Poll show he is in the lead and has been by different margins, ranging from 13 to 4 or 3. Some recent polling by Republican firms shows Carrie Lake might be up 1 point within the margin of error. But it's been a tough fight for her. Don't forget, she ran for governor just 2 years ago, lost that, what many believe was a winnable race, but her campaign wasn't very effective. And so this campaign has been tough for her. She's been behind the whole way. We'll see if that changes on Election Day, but she has not really pivoted from the race she ran in 22 to 2024. Well, she is the same candidate in a sense, telling voters she is basically a yes vote for anything Donald Trump does.
Graham, I know you're a very busy man. I thank you so much for your time today, and we're excited to see how things turn out in Arizona.
Now, in that market that Bram works in, about 30% of the registered voters are Latinos, who are expected to make a big impact on tonight's races.
Yeah, he said many of those voters are expected to split their ticket voting for Democrat Ruben Gallego and Republican Donald Trump.